Why do growing businesses love working in Slack? Let's ask Christy at Ari Bikes.
Running things in Slack saves me so much time.
AI summaries save 97 minutes per week. What say you, Rox from Gosney?
Slack helps us build community, it helps us build connection.
Your partners, vendors and customers all in one place. Take us on home, Ashley from Caraway.
If we didn't have Slack tomorrow, I would explode.
Well, let's not let that happen. Visit slack.com/podcast to get 50% off Slack Business Plus.
How does PwC take your company to the leading edge? They bring the sharpest minds in tech to your team, so you can bring the ideas that will transform your business. They're passionate about your industry, so you can walk into any room with every advantage. And they're with you every step of the way, so you can know you're headed in the right direction. PwC builds for what's next, so you can get there now. Get started at pwc.com/us/leading edge.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network. Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And Speaker Mike Johnson said it best, and I'm paraphrasing him here. The military action in Venezuela was a decisive and justified operation, that will protect American lives. Folks, that's the bottom line. President Trump putting American lives first. Remember what he said? Both campaigns, America first, America first, America first. This president succeeding where others have failed. And under his leadership, the United States, and this is a great thing, will no longer allow criminal regimes to profit from wreaking havoc and destruction on our country, on our people. Thank you, President Trump. What a remarkable year one. God only knows what's coming year two because the man doesn't stop. Dominic Carter here with you. The number to reach us live, 800-848-9222. We see all your calls. We're going to get to every one of them here. So please just stand by, stand with us. So the other day, I said something on the daytime show, 3 to 4. I said how I really feel. I always say how I really feel. And how I really feel is all the Somalians in America, bye-bye, time to go. Your Congresswoman, Ilhan Omar, was so disrespectful. Not all of you, but the behavior of some of you have ruined it for all of you. Stealing money, modern-day pirates here in America. You're the weakest link. You've got to go. I said all of them need to go. Man called up, that's not responsible. How could you say something like that, Dominic? Well, guess who just said it flying aboard Air Force One? The President of the United States.
Somalia pirates. But what they are doing is they're stealing money from the American taxpayer. And every one of them should be forced to leave this country, including Ilhan Omar, who's a total crook. And she's one of the leaders of it. Not the only, because she's not that smart. But think of it. $19 billion at least they've stolen from Minnesota and from the United States. It's actually more from the United States because Minnesota puts in, and we're not going to pay it anymore. We're going to have Walz go pay. We're not going to pay them, and we're not going to pay California, and we're not going to pay Illinois with that big slob of a governor that they have.
And so the governor that the president just referred to just dropped his reelection campaign, Governor Dum Dum, Tim Walz of Minnesota. And the president, true to form, a man of his word, has just announced his administration that they're cutting off more than $10 billion in social services and child care funding meant for a handful of Democrat-led states, including New York. So we'll see how this all plays out. It's going to be headed to court. But Mamdani, King Mamdani of New York City, one of the issues that came up during the campaign, he's too young to be mayor, no experience. Well, guess what? He's been mayor for 4 days? It's been one disaster after another. And so, I guess beating his chest, they declared that the police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, would no longer report directly to the mayor, instead to the first deputy mayor. He took a beating in the media, that is Mamdani, over that issue. Now he says, no. The police commissioner will report directly to me.
My police commissioner will continue to report directly to me.
We have heard you say that there's been a restructuring. We see it in the executive order that you issued. And you've also said that the police commissioner's role won't change under that. But it's getting a lot of attention. Some people still believe that you're demoting your police commissioner. I just want to know, can you tell us a little bit more about the thinking behind the actual reorganization? And specifically, to whom will your police commissioner report?
My police commissioner will continue to report directly to me. My police commissioner, just like my school's chancellor, will report directly to me. The executive order is in terms of the question of coordination. This is reporting, continues to be directly to the mayor.
So it's sort of like a day-to-day management, dealing with all the...
Exactly. This is about the daily minutia of coordination, not about the question of reporting.
But still, King Sire, mayor, the police department is so important, so critical to the city, to any city, and she's such a great commissioner, she should be reporting directly to you. In fact, King Sire, Mayor Mamdani, she's more qualified than you are. In fact, King Sire, Mayor Mamdani, she should be the mayor and not you, Mr. 34 years old. There's nothing wrong with being 34 years old, but no one should be the mayor of America's largest city and be a socialist at age 34. And so on this next matter, I've been focusing on this. I'm going to stay on this. I'm just going to say this. What I'm referring to, Mamdani's tenant director, Sia Weaver, that plans to, when it comes to real estate, if she gets her way, she wants to punish white people.
I think the reality is that for centuries, we've really treated property as an individualized good and not a collective good. And we are going to transitioning to treating it as a collective good and towards a model of shared equity will require that we think about it differently. And it will mean that families, especially white families, but some POC families who are homeowners as well, are going to have a different relationship to property than the one that we currently have.
Now, King Sire Mamdani, why would you appoint this woman as the New York City tenant director? Why would you do that, King Sire, Mayor Mamdani? Let's go back to your telephone calls. Let's start with Jean, line 1 in Mount Vernon. Jean, what's on your mind?
Yes. Hello, Dominic. Congratulations to President Trump for starting to talk Spanish to the Venezuelans. I heard the message he was giving them. Congratulations.
But wait, Gene, are you sure that wasn't a parody or a spoof? Because to my knowledge, the president does not speak Spanish fluently and has generally struggled with the language. You sure that the other host wasn't just having fun with that?
I don't think so. It sounded like he's starting to learn to speak Spanish, so he was sending them a message, and it was partially in Spanish and partially in English.
Yeah, I heard. Maybe it's true. Guys, can we please look into this? Because I heard it myself, and that was not beginning Spanish. There's no one that's just learning a language that could speak it that fluently, and it just didn't sound. What I'm trying to say, Gene, in this day of AI, you never know what's real and what's not. Now, maybe it is. Maybe I need to stand corrected. The guys are looking into it right now. I'd
like
don't
the
know.
Clarification too. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know. So what's your reaction, Gene, to okay, you know what? We have it. So let's listen to this and we'll figure this out together.
Hola, amigos. Yo soy su nuevo presidente, el señor Donaldo J. Trumpo. Your ex-presidente, el señor Maduro, is no longer your presidente. He kept talking, around though, and he ultimately found out though. Anyway,
No,
we're going to make Venezuela
Gene,
grande
that
again.
sounds like
Mucho
AI. That now maybe I'm wrong. That doesn't sound like President Trump. It doesn't sound like President Trump. And see, this is why I have a problem when things like this are played on the radio, because people believe that it's true. So we're trying to, we're frantically
I heard it
trying
on
to find out.
WABC.
Right. I understand. We're frantically. I don't know what the host said, Joe Concha. I don't know what he said setting it up. He may have set it up as a parody. I don't know. But this is why I don't like dealing with items from other shows, because I have no way of putting it in perspective in real time and a live situation. Gene, thank you for the wonderful call. I'll get to the bottom of it and find out whether or not that's AI or whether it was real. It didn't sound like it was real at all. Let's go to Pete, line 2, Staten Island. Pete, what's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic, the thing is, we got to buckle down. I know the prices, a lot of stuff are going to go back again, like eggs and stuff, but even eating healthy, you could eat healthy for less, I mean, I'm a diabetic. I lost over 125 pounds when I had my kidney cancer. And tell you the truth, I'm staying to the diet, like with things like beets and chickpeas and stuff, and it's low in prices, just for a little while. I think that Trump has got this guy under his thumb. I mean, he's going to control the money and coming to New York.
When you say this guy, I don't know who you're talking about, Pete.
I mean, this guy is the communist that the young people of America have voted for and elected.
Oh, Mamdani.
Mamdani. I don't even want to say his name because it makes me
but we need to understand who you're talking about.
No, I'm sorry, but I thought everybody knows, because the city right now is not safe to come in, like Liz said. The theater district is hunting grounds for people with money that come in to rob them, and it's not safe. The police are doing a good job, but their hands are tied because they can't enforce things. Right now, we are living in New York, communist country right now, and I walk around and I'm ready to fight every minute that I'm out on the street, because my life is in danger. My wife's life.
Pete, please don't do that. Your fighting days are over. I have to be honest with you. Please don't do that.
Okay.
I don't want you to get hurt or killed.
I respect you so much that I listen to you. Okay, you're right about that.
I just don't want you to get hurt, my friend.
No, I won't. But on a softer note, I do enjoy you singing. I have something that I'm going to have sent to you. It's a corrective mic. It corrects your tone, and it'll make you sound great. Like, you hear me, my voice, I'm not a singer, but if I turned around and did this, and I'm going to send this to you, I'm going to get it to the studio, okay? It's just a fantasy. Whoa, it's not the real thing. See, it corrects your tone, and your tone, you got a good tone.
What tone?
You could be another Barry White.
What tone? No, you were off key, Pete.
Tone, he's got a tone.
No, Pete. You're not going to Hollywood. It's a no for me, dog, okay? No. Let it go, Pete, okay? No.
Let it go, let it go, let it go. Tony.
Hey, Pete,
Tony,
thank
you're
you.
a cool guy. I like you.
Thank you.
What's
Thank you
up,
for the
guy?
great call. So, Tony, I got to take a break, and when we come back, I'll tell you all these tweets I see here as it relates to you. So Tony's telling Pete and I that we can't sing, that we're never going to Broadway. Never say never. I may get to Broadway.
But not with singing. Doing a new. You are a former news reporter. You might be like Dominic Carter live from Times Square.
I didn't say how I was going to get there. I said I'll get there.
Okay.
It is time for a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
now. From New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And I have to tell you, folks, I was never so proud as I was, and I made this comment last night, as I was overnight, Friday into Saturday morning, to see what President Trump had did in Venezuela. He's not joking around. He's trying to stop the drugs from coming here, and more importantly, to the drug kingpins and these major drug dealers. The message that he is sending is very, very clear. You may get away with this today. You may not get away with this today. You may just hear zzz, boom over your entire house with your wife and kids there. You may hear United States Army as they're about to arrest you, Delta Force, and bring you immediately to America. The unknown, the uncertainty. It's a wonderful thing that President Trump has them guessing now. So Jimmy Fontanez, Jimmy says regarding that Trump in Spanish that it was an impersonator. And if you listen carefully, it definitely, the president does not speak Spanish that well. That would not be the appropriate message to send. There was profanity in it. There's a lot of AI out there, folks. You got to pay close attention. And it's one of the reasons why I don't like responding to anything that's said in another show, because I can't verify it or speak to it. But as soon as I heard the clip, it just didn't sound right. Let's go back to your telephone calls. Let's go to Lou, Long Island. Lou, what's on your mind?
Good morning, Dominic. People have to calm down. Mamdani's administration, there is no way they can seize personal property because of the Fourth Amendment.
Lou.
Yes.
Was the same thing said with eminent domain? I see properties today. That's
yes,
what.
But that's for a public purpose. That's
Okay, right. Whoa, Lou. You don't think the politicians know how to come up with a public purpose?
It's not going to fly because of the Fourth Amendment.
I'll put $100 on it. Lou. Eminent domain. Yes. Same exact thing. The politicians, they know how to come up with the language so that it passes legal muster. Mamdani has already said himself, for the public good. So maybe you're right, but wait, Lou, maybe you're right, but what happens if you're wrong?
Oh, then property owners are all going to flee to Florida, Texas, and North Carolina. No property owner is going to have that hanging over his head.
And the reason why, Lou, I'm saying this to you, and maybe you're right, maybe you're not, but the reason why I'm saying this is because I watched how New York City, Upper Manhattan, Harlem, Columbia University, 125th and Broadway. There used to be a McDonald's there. It's still there, but it's now inside a brand new Columbia building, a much smaller version. So that means they threw a ton of money at the owner of that McDonald's. There used to be a KFC across the street. It's no longer there. It's now a Columbia University building.
Grab. It was a land grab by Columbia, absolutely.
Right, and maybe it is for the better public good. In terms of what Columbia did, in terms of educating the young people. All I'm saying to you is that, Lou, politicians find a way to come up with the language to justify the means of what they want to do. Okay, let me try it another way. The fact that they're even suggesting some garbage like this is ridiculous. And the fact that they're targeting literally white people. They're not targeting African-American homeowners. They're targeting white people. It is disgusting. King, sire, mayor, prince, Mamdani. That's your new label. Time for a break. We're coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And we are back. It's been some day as far as the news cycle, and the word started to trickle out. I mean, the reality was already, the handwriting was on the walls that Governor Dum Dum was done as far as his reelection campaign. But this is how the day started early in terms of Fox News of what was to come from Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
Major breaking political news out of St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tim Walz will not seek re-election as governor, and what a fall from grace this has been for him. You might recall in the spring of 2023, he pushed through several progressive ideas to the state legislature that caught the attention of Barack Obama, who went to Twitter to give his endorsement for the programs, which eventually caught the attention of people like Kamala Harris, who chose him to be her running mate as the vice president. Introduced in Chicago at the convention in August of last year, a debate that was an absolute disaster with J.D. Vance at one point called himself a knucklehead. But after reportedly billions of dollars have been stolen from taxpayers by way of the state of Minnesota, Tim Walz says he will not seek a third term. What a remarkable 2 years in the national spotlight has been for him, Dana.
And Walz hit Trump in his announcement.
And so, one, we apologize. That soundbite was just cut off. But Governor Walz, let's just say he was never cut out for the national spotlight. The man exposed himself as a liar, as a complete fool that sold out his fellow military members, that should have never been in government to begin with. And think about this, he was a heartbeat away from the second most important job in America. So if Kamala had won the election, God help us all, and something, God forbid, happened to her, President of the United States, Tim Walz. So after he drops out, what does he do? What does Walz do? He goes on the attack.
We've got Republicans here in the state legislature playing hide and seek with potential whistleblowers. We've got conspiracy theorist right-wing YouTubers breaking into our daycares, demanding access to our children. We've got the President of the United States demonizing our Somali neighbors and wrongfully confiscating funds that Minnesotans rely on. It's disgusting and it's dangerous. Republicans are playing politics with the future of this state. It's shameful. And I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. We welcome ideas from anyone, in any party, from any walk of life, who wants to help us continue to stay ahead of these criminals. And we welcome the involvement of the federal government. I am grateful to the career professionals at the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI who have been helping us fight this fight for years. But I cannot abide the actions of the political leadership in Washington. These opportunists are willing to hurt our people to score cheap points. They and their allies have no intention of helping us solve this problem, and every intention of trying to profit off of it.
Thank you, Governor Walz, for that huge enlightenment. But you should not be mentioning the word profiting, because let's be honest, folks, a congressional hearing on this on Wednesday in D.C. about Minnesota. And you've dropped out of the race, Governor. That means you know that the other shoe is about to drop, whatever that's going to be publicly. But you know who needs to be under investigation? Hilton Hotels. Hilton Hotels, if this is accurate, they need to be under investigation. There are reports that Hilton Hotels are refusing service to Department of Homeland Security agents because they work for ICE. So apparently this is happening in Minneapolis. And if this is true, any government contracts that Hilton Hotels, or at least federal contracts, may have to house members of the federal administration, those contracts should be voided immediately based on the allegation of what's happening.
On social media a short time ago, accusing the Hilton Hotel brand of refusing service to ICE agents in the state of Minnesota. This is their X post, essentially saying Hilton is doing a coordinated campaign to stop ICE officers from booking hotels in Minnesota. They posted a couple of screenshots of email exchanges showing staff at least one Hilton hotel telling them, we researched you, we found out you're immigration agents, and we are not going to provide you service. Sandra, I can tell you it is not a one-off. I've gotten texts from other ICE officers on the ground in Minnesota showing me screenshots of other Hilton hotels denying them service specifically because they are immigration agents. Our team on the ground is looking into it and has reached out to Hilton for comment. We'll update our viewers when we hear more on that front.
That is an incredible development. Bill Malugin on that.
And Fox News on that. That's Hilton Hotels apparently, allegedly refusing service to ICE agents in Minneapolis. So I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex, Let's Go Pitt, says, I can see the protesters marching down the sidewalks now. Masturbation is a human right. Masturbation is a human right. I did the story earlier of, and I'm not even going to get started on this, the transgender woman in California that's in the woman's bathroom with the door closed, and a biological woman hears noises, looks down, can see the silhouette of this huge penis and a person masturbating. Don't shake your head, Tony. Don't do it. Don't do it. And so they confronted the transgender woman. Absolute mess. So that's what Let's Go Pitt is stating. Let's see here. Let's see here. Steve says, hey, Dom, please tell Matt Blaze that he needs to find a much better doggy daycare setting that has capable attendants to manage their daycare seamlessly. His dog deserves more attention in the daycare setting, not always going into timeout in a cage. His dog deserves better. I don't mean to laugh. Jilliana down under, don't hold your head down, Tony, in Australia says, can you please give Tony a huge, she capitalizes the word huge, Tony, a huge hug from me. Tell Tony I am thinking of him even though I am here in my home city, Melbourne, Australia. God bless. Sending a huge hug your way. Hope you feel it. That's what she says. Catherine Trunk says if the Dems get their way, had their way, they put President Trump into doggy daycare. Liz also says Rosenblatt sending Tony hugs, healing, and love. So sorry for your loss, Catherine states again here. Hearts go out to Tony, beautiful teammates and friends. And you, Dominic, got everyone laughing with Phil Bailey's tune. But is that his name? It's
Phil Collins and Philip Bailey, Easy Lover.
Oh, right. It's both of them. That's right. So Catherine is correct. So so Tony, you got a lot of people that are wishing you well after returning from Houston from your mother's funeral.
Thank you very much, everybody. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much.
Is it when you're home now by yourself? Where you live at, is that the hard part for you?
I'm okay. It seems strange that I'm there by myself and I'm just cooking for me, But
well, me and Matt Blaze can come over.
Looking at your waistline and Matt's waistline, you guys can miss a couple of meals, okay?
Oh, Matt can't make it because he has to make stops. For
his dog and all that. Since it's a new year, are you joining the gym like everybody else? New year, new me crap. Are you one of those type of people? Okay, you answered my question.
Let's not go there. So since you went there, I had a pastrami sandwich from Katz today. I guess that's not the healthiest thing, but I had it and it was so good.
Nice and then I had a greasy and all of that. A diet Snapple, really, to wash it down, really?
Right. What's wrong with Diet Snapple?
You're cheating yourself. You should have, what's that, Dr. Gordon's? You should have got you a cream soda.
The diet soda that they have. I was because Liz will yell at me, so I was trying not to get the soda. But can I have a Diet Snapple, America, or I can't have that either?
But you had a pastrami and rye sandwich.
Shouldn't the more pressing issue be Matt's German Shepherd that she's acting up in doggy daycare? Why is he so quiet?
My dog's a bully, man.
Your dog is a thug.
She got that
She's
thug
a
life.
thug. She's a cute thug, though. So how does it feel to be the daddy of a thug?
But you know what?
I gotta have an intervention.
You do.
It's crazy. Female German Shepherd dogs are always mean anyway. You know, because I've had male German Shepherds, but I remember I had a neighbor. She had a female German Shepherd, and she was evil. I mean, when she would see you, she would start barking at you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Growling. And they're no joke.
Yeah. I went the other direction, man. I wasn't getting on an elevator with her, man.
So I'm going back to the telephone calls. We've agreed you're going to cook for Tony and I, for Matt Blaze and I. Can you cook, first of all?
I'm okay. You know what?
Oh, God.
That means
what can you cook?
I could cook. Tonight I made some mashed potatoes and I baked some pork chops, and it turned out pretty good.
But you made instant mashed potatoes.
Wow. Okay, man.
Did you?
I thought we were boys, man. Why you gonna put me on blast like that? Really?
Which you got, the garlic herb or the loaded or
I had
the
the garlic
cheese?
herb that you boil the water in the microwave and then stir it up and put butter in it.
Yeah, exactly.
But as you two are having fun, I'm thinking about my endocrinologist. Dominic, you can't have anything that's white. You can't eat anything that's white. Pasta, mashed potatoes, bread. You have to have Dave's Killer Bread, the slice version. You can't even have the regular bread. And that's $6.50, $6.50 for a loaf of bread. That's my life.
That don't make no damn sense.
That's
You know,
my life.
live a little. You only have one life.
You know,
Do it in moderation.
I'm going in the cage with Matt Blaze dog. I'll hang out with his German Shepherd. Hey guys, thank you, and Tony, we're so glad you're back and doing better, given what you had to deal with. Let's go to Peter, line 4, Long Island. Peter, what's on your mind?
Hey, how you doing, Dominic?
Good. Go right ahead, please.
The oil barrels that are in reserve.
Peter, please go ahead. You don't have to set it up.
They say there's 300 billion 55-gallon drums stored offshore in Venezuela. How does that get distributed? And who makes the
President
rules on-
Trump, rightfully so, has said the U.S. is keeping it.
Is okay.
And so I don't know beyond that. I can only tell you what officials have announced, and the president says the U.S. is keeping it. And rightfully so. Thank you for the call, Peter. Let's go to line 2, Jerry in New Jersey. Jerry, good morning. What's on your mind?
Yeah, hi, Dominic. Mamdani can take, through eminent domain, private property, and it can be business or residential. Now, it's just the Fifth Amendment, 2 elements, very simple. He has to prove public use and just compensation. And just compensation is only an appraisal situation. And the public use, this is the interesting part. People are going to argue it's not for public use because roadways are general public, reservoirs are general public. That's the law. That's easy one. But a more difficult one is urban blight. And the Supreme Court, unfortunately, in cases is now broadly interpreting public use as urban blight. So there's his Mamdani. He can use urban blight and say if he wants to put up certain public housing in certain areas underserved and in trouble with urban blight, he could go and pay just compensation to take a business out or a number of businesses on a block or a number of private and businesses combined, private property and business property. But there'll be big arguments. Now, we have to hope our Supreme Court currently will overturn settled law, which is rare, but they did it with abortion, and we'd have to hope they do it here and stop urban blight. That is a hot potato, and Mamdani might be just the guy that's going to put that hot potato all the way through the federal courts. And that'll be very interesting to see.
Jerry, thank you for the great call. You know, folks, King Sire, the Fifth, Mamdani, the Prince, what else? Should I bend down? Thank you, sir. Folks, time for a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And so, Tony, to the guy to your right that's hiding over in the corner, DMS, And, he wasn't here for 2 weeks. I'm just saying that him and DMS, they got this connection thing going. I'm just saying, DMS says here regarding Mr. Blaze and his thug dog. Matt. German Shepherds are extremely intelligent as well as athletic. She says Matt's dog needs to be trained by a trainer who knows about Shepherds, not the one who trained Joe Biden's dog. Remember, ruff, ruff, biting all the Secret Service agents? The brain is a muscle, and his physical misbehavior will calm down if the brain is challenged. Now, I'm surprised that that I want to get to some more calls, guys. I'm surprised that Blaze and DMS didn't have that conversation with Pillow Talk.
It wasn't a love connection.
Oh, it wasn't a love connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just didn't vibe.
Oh, just didn't vibe. Okay, and so now I can never drink another Diet Snapple. Liz just told me all the things that are in it. Oh my God. I can't, and I drink like 3-4 a day. So now I can't even drink Diet Snapple. But all I can have is water, right? And how long is that supposed to last? You get bored with water, Liz. You get bored with it. So what else can I drink? Let's go to Big Al in Ohio, line 2. Big Al, what's on your mind?
Dominic, long time no talk. Happy New Year to you, and I like when you sing. But I just want to say I support Trump 100% with Maduro.
So do I.
And Chucky Schumer got to give Trump a hard time no matter what. But Chucky Schumer wanted him caught back when Biden was in office, and Biden had a $25 million bounty on Maduro. No one wants to talk about that.
Right, but who was afraid of Biden? I don't think my granddaughter was afraid of Biden, and she's 4 years old.
Listen, and Biden, he didn't know what day it was, and then they're going to give Trump a hard time with bruises on his hands and his cognitive ability. Come on, man.
Right. Big Al in Ohio, thank you for the great call. Pamela, line 5, New Jersey. What's on your mind, Pamela?
Hey, Dominic, your doctor told you to stay away from anything that's white. That qualifies you to work for the Mamdani regime.
Hey, you know what, Pamela? I was offered press secretary jobs in prior administrations, including the last administration with Mayor Adams, and I couldn't do it because Mayor Adams and I we have strong personalities, and I would have ended up telling him on the first day where he could go. And if I were his press secretary and he said that he was going out there to welcome migrants, I would have said, I almost said something to get me in trouble, but I would have said, have you lost your doggone mind? You're going to ruin your career going out there. If you want to go out there with these migrants, I'll go with you, but take a baseball bat with you like Joe Clark did in that movie about Patterson High School.
Lean on me.
Lean on me. Do like Joe Clark did and turn that bus around. But yes, Pamela, the endocrinologist, they've told me this for years. You can't eat anything white. You can't go into fast food restaurants. There's nothing, and I mean nothing, in a fast food restaurant that you can have. So, but you're right. Now that I can't eat anything white, that qualifies me to be on the top of the list of Team Mamdani, Mr. Racist himself, anti-Semitic. Can you believe, Pamela, this guy is the mayor?
It's absolutely shocking. And then what this tenant commissioner, whatever the heck that Looney Tune is, actually saying it. Well, there's a civil rights violation right there. The feds can step in. I mean, we need Bruce Blakeman. Absolutely. We need him. But right now, they can be brought up on charges federally.
Well, she could, but, he's slick enough. Thank you very much for the call. Let's end tonight with Sandra, line 1, New Jersey. Sandra, you got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Well, our only hope is to get Bruce Blakeman as governor. And I'm proud to say that I have him booked for the club on March 19th. Save the date. A meet and greet for Bruce Blakeman at the Women's National Republican Club. That was a very, very great feat that I accomplished today, and I'm very proud.
Well, fantastic. Sandra, thank you for the wonderful call. So I'm going to get a little bit of rest, folks, and I'll be back 3 p.m. Eastern. In between this time, I can't drink regular coffee. It has to be decaf. I can't have Diet Snapple. What can I do? What can I do?
Go for what you know, man. You only live once.
Go for what you know. See you folks 3 p.m. Eastern.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?